I am going to sit here in the river. If you go home to sleep, I will sleep in front of your house. And if you go away, I will follow you until you tell me to go away. Then he'll leave. But I have to love you for the rest of my life. Paulo Coelho. You must never behave as if your life belongs to a man. Do you hear me? Auntie Afika said. Your life belongs to you and you alone. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Aging is not just decay, you know. It's growth. It's more than the negative that you're going to die, it's also the positive that you understand going to die and you live a better life because of it. Mitch Albom. Yang dulu ada sekarang tidak ada. Dan yang sekarang ada kelak tidak ada. Yang sekarang belum ada kelak akan ada. Budi Dharma. Big house, big car, big breast, big life, big this and big that. What is so big about living big live on KISS principle, not big principle? Santosh Kalwar. This was my first lesson about gambling. If you see somebody winning all the time, he isn't gambling, he's cheating. Later on in life, if I were continuously losing in any gambling situation, I would watch very closely. Malcolm X. We have no future because our present is too volatile. We have only risk management. The spinning of the given moment scenarios. Pattern recognition. William Gibson. Some people, if you could buy them for what they are worth and sell them for what they think they are worth, you would never have to worry about money again. Tim Kirkland. At the same time, I know that it's not really their fault, at least not completely. I did my part too. I did it on 100 different days and in 1,000 different ways, and I know it. But this makes the anger worse, not better. Lauren Oliver. Things are always given to us when we need them. You just have to decide if you're strong enough, brave enough to seize it and make it yours. Acheron. Sherilyn Kenyon. Better to have spent a life reaching for a dream that never came true than to have slept through a life that never had a dream. Samantha Pickrain. $1 million sounds like a lot, I know. Especially when you're young. But you can't let money erode your principles or you'll wind up with nothing. Gwendolyn Van Draenen. I always laugh at the term Cinderella story because if you ask me, it doesn't matter what life you're living, life never has a solution. No matter how hard the struggles are that you leave behind, new struggles always take their place. Chris Colfer. Preparation was a term I was to hear more and more. It had another more sinister meaning. If you were prepared, it meant you were doped. David Miller. Sometimes in life the happy ending unfolds not through circumstances but from what we learn from those circumstances. Layla Summers. Corrupted liars, higher-class scumbags. Try to control the world and everything we work so hard to earn in life. But if you forget about that little detail, life is pretty swell. Brian Matthews QC. And while his mother's lecture had gone over his 7-year-old head, Pasquale saw now what she meant: how much easier life would be if our intentions and our desires could always be aligned. Jess Walter. If you say it was the last time, it might well turn out to be the last. What you meant was the most recent time I was here. Paulo Coelho. Everybody in the world is seeking happiness, and there is one sure way to find it. That is by controlling your thoughts. Happiness doesn't depend on outward conditions. It depends on inner conditions. Dale Carnegie. The belief in death leads meditating about life. Meanwhile, the belief in life leads you thinking about death. Soren Saren. Einmal sich selbst gefunden kann nix auf dieser Welt mehr verlieren. Stefan Zweig. Life is choosing whom and what you love. Everything else follows. Todd Johnson. The worker faithful to the well has neither the intention nor time to violate the name and the service of others. Chico Xavier. Think about it. Every time you fail at a task, you've actually learned something new. The question is what? Imani David.